Los Angeles, the home of Hollywood. When a new movie premieres, it's common to see the city clean up the immediate area of Hollywood Boulevard, anything for tourism, but the rest of the time, LA is infested with crime. Now it's up to you to save the city of traffic jams and plastic surgery in True Crime Streets of LA for the Nintendo GameCube. You play as Nick Kang, a detective who still wants to solve the case of his father's disappearance from 20 years ago. Nick is recruited by the LAPD's Elite Operations Division to help stop a recent violent crime wave that Nick believes was started by the LA Triads. It's a compelling police story full of interesting characters, surprisingly good suspense, and some amusing humor appropriate for a game like this. Visually, the game looks up to par with GameCube standards. Yes, there's noticeable blockiness and some of the animations are awkward, but True Crime still puts you in a version of Los Angeles that feels fairly authentic. All the street names are labeled, key landmarks are included, according to 2003 at least. It's great to have a detailed open world like this on the GameCube. Of course, being that it is an open world game from 15 years ago, that means hardware limitations, and that means the city doesn't feel nearly as populated as the real Los Angeles. If you've been to LA, you may find it strange that there aren't a lot more cars or people around, although let's face it, if there was a realistic amount of traffic in this game, you'd be guilty of way more hit and runs. It's only natural that a game like this gives you some room to drive like a maniac. Anyway, the game looks good for the time and runs really smoothly too. It's also got great voice acting from a strong cast including veteran actors like Christopher Walken and Gary Oldman. The Rush Hour style sound effects and mostly hip-hop soundtrack make this a great blend of immersive East and West police action. Really, it's like a more violent Rush Hour where Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker have formed a hybrid person named Nick Kang, but he's maybe not as loud as Chris Tucker. The game is broken up into chapters, and each chapter is broken up into surprisingly short missions, as you can beat each one in 5 minutes or less, not counting any times you have to start over from failing. The action is a mix of hand-to-hand combat and gunplay with some stealth segments and driving challenges. Each part is really fun, and you can upgrade your skills in each of these areas as you play by taking on bonus training missions. The hand-to-hand combat is easy and really cool to play with its flashy combos and simple controls. Your upgrades give you useful moves for fighting multiple attackers and using some awesome finishers.
You want to fuck with me?
Yeah!
Nice! Shooting dudes is a fun experience too, despite its 6th-gen drawbacks, as in the third-person shooter lock and fire system that we'd soon see a lot more of didn't allow you to aim at precise body parts, but for that you can use a temporary focus mode to aim at a guy's legs or head in slow motion. What I really like is dual-wielding guns, even guns you shouldn't be able to fire accurately with one hand. I mean shit, I was dual-wielding 2 shotguns at one point. It gets even better when you pick up an AK in one hand and an Uzi or shotgun in the other, then jump in the air while shooting dudes in slow motion like you're in a John Woo movie. The stealth sections are no competition for Splinter Cell, but they're still pretty good. It's fairly easy to sneak up on guys and either snap their necks or knock them out kung fu style, or you can use a tranquilizer for range knockouts. Now, why does it matter if you choose between lethal or non-lethal? That's because the game uses a good cop bad cop meter. The more you take down people in non-lethal ways, the higher your good cop meter goes. But it drops if you start killing civilians in the streets, which then takes away points used to unlock upgrade training missions in the open world. So even though you can't get arrested in this particular GTA clone, there's some incentive for not going nuts in the open world. But as is always the case for games like this, civvies die anyway from my crazy driving.
Horseshit! I am gonna sue you! I am evil Homer! I am evil Homer!
In all fairness, that can happen a lot during the tougher driving missions. The driving parts in general are a mixed bag of quality, with some missions being fun while others are more annoying. If you want the best ending though, you'll have to keep trying to complete every mission. Yes, there are alternate chapters that lead to alternate endings depending on which missions you skip due to failing them. If you want more gameplay after getting the best ending though, the chapters do offer branching story paths. There's also a lot of side missions to play in the open world in between the main chapters in the form of crimes to stop. Robberies, reckless drivers, street fights. LA can't be this dangerous, can it? Can it?
Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
Well, this game does offer a lot for players to do to stay in this crazy kung fu movie adventure. GameCube owners looking for a GTA-style open-world adventure need look no further than this game. Fortunately, used copies can go for about $10. Unfortunately, there aren't a whole lot of online stores with copies in stock. But if you can find it, get it. And that's my review of True Crime Streets of LA for the GameCube. If you like this review, check out my previous reviews of these other open world games, The Simpsons Hit and Run for the GameCube, and Watch Dogs for the Wii U. See you all next time. Ready, aim.
You fought the law and the law won.